inside of the shop, and I wanted to talk to you about how to do independent welding and fabrication. So I had a few people ask me about, is it a certain way you have to go around networking yourself? And actually you do. And this is just my personal opinion, and this is a concept that I came up with. Sorry for the noise in the background. They actually just started coming here doing the yard, so hopefully that'll be done soon. But I was actually asked, what is the concept behind it? And I would say you have to network yourself as IBP. So remember that, IBP. That's as an individual, as a business, and as a product. So you're networking yourself in 3 different ways. And your goal is to come up with ways to network yourself first as an individual. So if you already have welding experience, if you already have fabrication experience, then the first thing you can do if you want to branch off and be independent is network yourself 10-9. Network yourself doing contract jobs, doing turnarounds, working through different staffing agencies, because you can network through different staffing agencies independently. They can call you only when you want to go and do this certain job or certain turnaround. Because I had them call me in the past where they'll say, hey, we got a job going on in Utah, so to speak. Do you want to go up here and do this one? You can say yes or no. You know what I mean? So you can do that independently and network yourself as long as you got your certs, normally your OSHA and your AWS certs, you in the door. And some of them can be where they actually have your MSAR shirt. So sometimes you have to have certain certs you have to invest in, AWS, OSHA, MSAR if you're going on the mine or something. But if you're just doing independent welding in a local area, all you need is your AWS and your OSHA. And then it all depends. If you're doing shop fabrication, you don't even need certs if you're using your shop and you're building different type of items. So, like for instance, this is a trailer wheel lock. And I built this actually for my trailer to lock my wheels. So this is actually a product that I designed. This is actually the prototype of the product. This probably gonna slide out that fast. But this is actually the prototype of the product. And I made this for an ideal to lock a wheel and to make it simpler, and that was something that I didn't actually see on the market. So I designed this to kill 7 birds with 1 stone, but this is the product side of the business. And I think that if you already have the welding and fabrication skills, adding a product that you're familiar with, I think will be the best way to go. Because a lot of times, some of us step out of the ornamental field or the structural welding field or some type of heavy duty or alloy fabrication field. And with all of those, you can be able to do so much using the knowledge that you already have. So you can build a smaller product, or maybe you've seen a certain gate you did or a certain design, or if you like artwork, you can build that. So when it's coming into it independently, there's so many things you can do, but you have to think individual, business, product. And when you turn yourself from the individual into the business, you're gonna have to start networking yourself just a little different. That's when you start getting some business cards and you start getting your website up where a person can have actually a place to go and check out what it is you're trying to do as a business. So I think that it's a process, but just like we are mind, body, and soul, or mind, body, and spirit, or however you want to say it, I think we have to network ourselves the same way, threefold. So when you're networking yourself to be independent, when you're using welding and fabrication, think like that. I think it's very, very important. I think it's very key. And to think different products, and a lot of times, like I say, some of these products can be from different jobs we have already done, or some things can be some things that we've seen. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person, if I can see something that's already existing, I can build it. If a person say, hey man, I got this picture I just found off of Pinterest, I want this small gate or this fence certain design, could you do this? And it all depends on what it is. I'll be like, yeah, I can make that happen. You know what I mean? And a lot of different things too we have to keep in mind. A lot of, when it comes to ornamental pieces, a lot of stuff you can buy pre-made designs, pre-made end caps, for your handrails and staircases, because that's a big turnaround. Handrails, staircases, small gates, or a small doors for screen doors or whatever that's metal, for security doors, so to speak. I mean, those are a big turnaround, and especially handrails and railings, because most of the time when they put in a new structure or a home, or people get a little older in age, they want some handrails so they can get around and catch themselves just in case they don't fall trying to get up the steps, stuff like that. So and it also embellishes the property when it comes to commercial or residential, and even different type of industrial products, because most of the industrial places have you put handrails in. And most big companies, I have learned when I got into the field independently, they will sub a lot of their handrails, different ornamental, different stuff that they really don't want to deal with. The big structural steel company might get it, and they might sub it out to someone small that come through and do the railing work, the piping work. And normally it'll be, a simple design. They just have to have the equipment to lay everything out. Or normally they'll stay within their range if they do metal works only, dealing with a different type of ornamental metal. So it all depends on what you want to do. But I would most definitely say you're going to have to think business, individual business product. So keep that in mind. Network yourself as an individual, do some 10-9 work. Throw yourself out there on some of these travel agencies that have that recruit, and you can get money that way independently. Because the goal is to use your earned income to make passive income. So as you're making this money, you need to be thinking about the business and the product. You want to keep that in mind. So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't put too much on your plate, but you want to think like that. Just keep that in your mind. That way you'll start seeing things a little differently. So, okay, let me use some of this money to invest in this pot so I can be able to make this product or invest in this product. So it's all about being able to diversify yourself. But you can use different type of products, different type of things that you have already been familiar with doing the process. So I think that it's very important just to think outside the box. Don't be limited into how you want to network or how you see yourself being an independent welder or fabricator, because there's so much you can do. Even with repairs, you can build repairs or make small tools. So it all depends on what you do. So I would just say keep your options open. There is tons of things you can do, but most definitely you're gonna have to view yourself, in my personal opinion, as an individual. Meaning network yourself with your certs, using different jobs to get the money, different turnarounds. Network yourself as a business. Network yourself as a product. Coming up with different things you can sell independently that you can make, that you're familiar with. Stuff that you can use, a welder that you can go buy. This actually is a 180 Lincoln flux core MIG welder. So I can be able to do aluminum with this on a spool gun. I can do flux core, and I can do industrial gas. So this is a good unit, and I can weld up to more, but just on a single pass I can get a 1/2 inch with this welder. So this is a good home or shop welder that you can use to make different products from home. And as you get bigger, you most definitely upgrade and get bigger units and get better things, but you have to start from somewhere. So I would say just figure out what your lane you want to get in and keep it simple. Your local places most definitely can help you save money. If you're into buying things new, you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot. All of them got good good equipment that you can buy with a warranty. Or you can shop at some of your pawn shops, some of your Craigslist and Facebook marketplaces to get some of your equipment. That's what I did. I bought used. So I think that it's good to buy things used until you get started, and then you can buy some new things. But don't allow you just having a certain type of equipment keep you from being independent, keep you from getting yourself together. So think outside of the box, buy used things, turn those used things into new things, always market, because when it comes to tools, you can always network. So some things you can buy new, but some things I literally say it's better just to buy used and keep on going. So just get your independence started, but also just keep in mind that you're gonna have to be a business, individual, product. Business, individual, product. So think like an individual who can just use his search independently and use that money to be able to turn that money into a business, to turn that business into products. So that way you can live to be remembered. Y'all be blessed out there. I'll be coming back soon with some more updates. Hog on.